Okay, YouTubers, let's try this again. This is a Maximum 152R. Got it real cheap. I traded a crap four-wheeler for it. It had been in a flood here in Louisiana last year, and I got it and found out there was no water and oil, so just messed with it a little bit, and the damn thing started up and ran. We ran it for 4 months. Had a blast out of it, but the motor finally said quits. So I decided, instead of fixing the motor or replacing the motor, I wanted to put a bigger motor on it. So this is a Lincoln 2-cylinder engine. It's actually a clone of a Rebel engine. Right now, I'm in the process of getting the transmission and the chains and everything lined up, because we do not want chains popping off while we're going down the road. Now, I'm using the transmission that came with it because I don't like getting off of it to back up. So when I'm all said and done, I should have 5 gears forward, 5 gears in reverse. So it should be able to back out of trouble just as fast as it got into it. Hopefully, I won't have to modify the brakes, because I'm hoping it'll stop as fast as it'll go. For anybody out there watching it wants to know, if you're going to do something like this, I recommend, one, take it slow. You don't want to rush it. Like I said, you don't want chains popping off, breaking anything, things like that. And two, you also want to, if you have to cut your frame or anything, you want to cut as little as possible. You want to maintain the strength that it has had prior to your modifications. So if everything goes right, I'll add another video later. Excuse me, video. Hopefully with it up and running. And if this turns out as well as I hope it does, yeah, I have here an 06. Oh, what is this? A Dizon Raider 250 Classic. Okay. Anybody who knows, it came with a water-cooled 250 motor. That's where it's supposed to go. Unfortunately, in my trading, it didn't have all the parts. And unfortunately, the parts that did need were going to cost quite a bit. We were talking probably $250 to get the parts. It needed carburetor, radiator, hoses, fans, things like that. Well, I worked a deal with my neighbor. He had the Lincoln motor, which is, again, on the Maximum. And, well, this is a freebie I got the other day, and it runs. But anyways, I worked the deal and got that motor from him, and then I got this, which is a 1983 Honda V-Twin 500C. And yes, it does run. No paperwork, so, you know, hey, you can't ride it. But I'm going to put that on the Dizon if, like I said, the Maximum works out like I want. I do have a Suzuki 850 here, but it does not run. I don't know what it is, so I'm just going to go ahead and sell it and use the parts to finance the other build. But my neighbor was real good to me, sold me the bike and the other motor for $50. So it is possible, people. But some of the parts I've gotten to put all this together. Another friend of mine gave me these nets. They came off some sort of Can-Am or Polaris, I ain't sure what. But safety first, right? But again, I'll keep you updated and make another video as it becomes relevant to the situation. Hopefully here in another day or two I'll actually have this thing up and running. But anyway, thanks. Sorry y'all later.